And welcome back, Keep Smiling Adventures, and today we are doing the Before You Ride the 3 County Special. This is a route I created myself and put together, so the links for the GPX and all that fun stuff will be in the description below, so if you want that, go and get that. In this video we will be going through everything you need to know with the route difficulty and my final thoughts and just generally everything you need to know. So if you take on this route you will know what to expect. Let's get into it. The 3 County Special is a route I put together myself. This route is about 270 miles or 434 kilometers long, starting and finishing in the New Forest at Brockenhurst. The idea was simple. I wanted a good winter adventure close to home. One that with the long nights and short days was good for a good 3 to 6 days of adventure. Something that had enough of a challenge to be rewarding but had a relaxing start and straightforward, fun ending to unwind as you get to the end of the adventure. A route that would include the New Forest in Hampshire and its peaceful, easy to cruise along, well-maintained gravel tracks. Wiltshire and its endless bikepacking perfection of old byways and old drove roads and rolling countryside hills. Some fast and fun riding with some cracking views, and then Dorset, where things get a bit more challenging and steeper with some hiker bike and some riding to test your skills and to get your heart pumping. But you do get to enjoy some great sea views to help you on your way. Okay, you got me, and technically you do very briefly just cross the border into Somerset to take a closer look at King Alfred's Tower. So you could call it the 4 County Special. This route is a route that uses lots of different types of ways, bridleways, byways, old drove roads and some country lanes and single track. Some of the trails are not always the easiest to follow, so a GPS unit for mapping will be ideal for navigation. This route is for someone with a good level of fitness and bike handling skills. Probably not ideal for a first time bikepacking trip for most people. However, if you are looking for a good mixture between thinking, wow, this is hard going, to wow, this is great fun, then you might enjoy this route. It's a route with enough of a challenge to make you question, why am I doing this? But with enough rewarding sections to let you recover and just enjoy being outside on your bike rolling through the countryside. If you have a bit of experience with bikepacking with a good level of fitness and bike handling skills and want to try a route that will challenge you all while still giving you enough time to actually enjoy yourself, then this is a great option for that. Especially if you live in the south of England or want to visit and see a whole lot of it in one go. When I put this route together, the goal was simple: to have a nice relaxing start to warm up them legs and to get into the ride, before ramping up the difficulty to get that rewarding and challenging feeling, while also having a nice, simple, rideable ending where you can unwind and just enjoy yourself. If you like a bit of history and taking the path less travelled, then this is a good route to take on, with the endless old byways and drove roads in Wiltshire, the famous Gold Hill in Shaftesbury, King Alfred's Tower, Hardy's Monument and Cerne Giant, and much more to be discovered along the way. The riding can feel hard at times, but there is always somewhere not too far away where you can stop off for a pub lunch or grab a refreshment and relax. When putting this route together, I had in mind that it would be a winter challenge, a ride that I would be riding the plus bike, so I wasn't too concerned if I was opting for the slightly harder route sometimes. Definitely sometimes taking the path less travelled, and not always the easiest option. So I would say it's more of a mountain bike route at heart, and you will probably enjoy it more on a mountain bike. However, a gravel bike will be fine in the drier months when the ground has had a bit of time to dry up, as the trails can become a bit boggy in places and slippery. But still, if you opt for a gravel bike, then you will probably want as big tyres as you can. 45mm tyres and bigger would be your best bet. And although the start and end of this route is relatively flat, the middle section has lots of steep climbs, so mountain bike gearing is a must to help you get up them. Also expect a bit of hiker bike here and there. Wild camping along this route is fairly easy as there is lots of remote locations that you can pitch up for the night, either in a wooded area or in the corner of a field, perhaps even looking out to sea. A tent or bivvy will be your best bet. A hammock would be okay too, but you will be limiting your options, especially along the coastal sections. Being England though, wild camping isn't really allowed, so practice good stealth camping, setting up late, leaving early and leave no trace. Being the south of England, there is also a fair few places that you could go to get a B&B or hotel for the night. If you don't fancy camping, the route mainly stays away from most of the bigger built up areas, but there are a few places along or just off the route that you could get to, like Salisbury, Warminster, Beerminster, Shaftesbury, Bridport, Swanage or Wareham. Being the south of England, it can get busy during the summer months, so you will likely need to book ahead. Getting to the start of this route is fairly easy, starting and finishing in Brockenhurst in the New Forest, where there are regular trains. These trains are mostly South Western Railway, and although do say that you are meant to book a bike space, I have never had any problems. But check before travelling, as the bike spaces are limited, normally to 3 to 6 per train. And lots of people head to the New Forest to cycle, especially in the summer months. As this is a loop, you can also start wherever you like, although that might mess with the idea of an easy start and an easy ending, depending on where you start. But you can get onto the route from a number of locations, either on the route or with a little riding from nearby train stations, such as Salisbury, Warminster, Dorchester, Upwey or Wareham. My difficulty for this route will be a 6.5 out of 10, but it has sections that are more like a 4 or even a 2. It has a bit of everything really. It's the middle section that helps ramp up the difficulty in terms of riding difficulty, with lots of steep climbs, some hiker bike and terrain that can become a little bit more challenging to ride, especially in the wetter and colder months. The route is a fairly long ride at 270 miles or 434 kilometers, some of which can be slow going and can feel like you are not getting very far with lots of effort, whereas some sections fly by with relative ease. The route is probably slightly easier if you go in a clockwise direction, however you risk the common headwind along the coastal section, which can be demoralizing. But either way you go, you will have some hard sections requiring some hiker bike and also some nice fun trails. It mostly stays away from the roads, but there are a couple of short sections of road or road crossings along this route. I don't really like rating my own routes, but I will give it a 7 out of 10. When I started to put this route together, I wanted a winter adventure, one that was going to be rewarding yet fun, and I think I achieved that. I like riding routes that are not just all about being hard, but also not just easy. I like a route that pushes you and makes you work, all while giving you enough time to just enjoy the moment and take it all in. I wanted a route that was mostly off-road with some great camping opportunities. I wanted to create something fun like the Dorset Dash but longer, something similar to the distance of the Dorset Divide but with less road. And combining Hampshire, Wiltshire and Dorset, I got the adventure that I wanted, a long and rewarding winter adventure with some great fun trails and lots of cool stuff to see along the way. So there we have it guys, there is the Before You Ride, the 3 county special, although technically it has 4 counties, but we're not going to count that Somerset because we are only very briefly pop into Somerset to see the King Alfred's Tower. It was a great adventure. Obviously this one took 2 attempts to get all the way around, but I had a lot of fun with it. If you guys want to go and check it out and maybe ride it, tag me in some Instagram posts at Keep Smiling Adventures and GPX and all that fun stuff is down in the description. I will also put it in reverse order because I think it is going to be slightly easier, especially along that coastal section where everything's a bit steep. I think it's slightly easier to go in a clockwise section. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up. And until next time, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure.